The sanctions levied against SMU go beyond the one-year death penalty. The NCAA has tacked on another 2 years to its current probationary period. SMU will be on probation until September 1st of 1990. And the university has been instructed to conduct annual audits of its football players during that entire time. Next year, when the Mustangs are allowed to play football, SMU will be limited to 7 games, none of which will be home games and none of which will be televised live.
I used to think that Kyle McCord's performance against Pitt was only something you could see once in a lifetime. However, I then remembered that SMU is now part of the great ACC, where quarterbacks collapsing into pure horse manure was an average Saturday. Kevin Jennings cooked alright. He burned the entirety of the program to the ground. He went out there and drew Allard harder than anyone has ever drew Allard. Against Drew Allard. But it was much worse than that. So much worse that his offensive performance was outdone this week by Desmond fucking Watson. And all he did was exert dominance by rushing a single yard. This is like if Kevin entered the Kentucky Derby just to drop a fat shit at the start of the race and leave. You don't get the benefit of the doubt like Indiana did, because through your self-mutilation, you made James Franklin look like he was calling a title-level offense.
What are we even doing
Watching
here?
the horses in clutch time is about as fun as watching someone do their taxes. We're all wondering why both of these things are even here. This either proves that home field advantage is too unfair, or these teams that are getting their backs blown out are just too discombobulated by the lights. Tennessee or Clemson will have to undo that narrative. Because right now, it looks like we're just watching playoff teams versus teams ordered off of Temu. Simply put, you served as a placeholder for Dabo Swinney to return to the college football playoffs. You've now served your purpose, SMU. You shitted yourself so hard it's now in your cheeks. Now go, White. The Nittany Lions put down one horsey, and if this is how they're gonna play, I have no idea how Maddox the Madman is gonna counter. I'm glad I picked these people to make the national title. Better pray to the Genty Ball gods. Before anything else, I'll say this. Let me remind you that both SMU and Indiana would beat Oklahoma with minimal issue, so you can only blame yourself for letting the horse in. Now please quit crying and get out of my sight. Who am I kidding? We'll probably see you again next year because of the unspeakable terrors of the ACC.
Get out! Off to the races, can they catch him?